So I'm back. Again, this is Laretha Lewis in COH 606 Epidemiology with National University. And this slide presentation was created April 23rd of 2018. And it is discussing the commonalities between diarrheal episodes and upper respiratory infections. We stopped on the conclusion side on the previous recording. And in conclusion, diarrhea and acute lower respiratory infections are considered two most proximate causes of global child mortality. An association between diarrhea and acute lower respiratory infections presents a major concern for public health, and acute respiratory infections are caused mainly by poverty, poor nutrition, poor sanitation, dirty water, indoor air pollution, diarrhea, and shares some of these causal factors. Ultimately, the underlying causes will have to be addressed even as vaccination and case treatment are actively considered. Do you agree with their conclusions? Personally, yes, I agree. Diarrhea and acute lower respiratory infections are arguably some of the most deadliest infections to afflict children. Causal factors, diarrhea and acute lower respiratory infections also share some causal factors such as lack of hygiene, indoor air pollution, dirty water, and so on, and that's due to the poverty-stricken environments. Prevention. Causal factors have to be actively eliminated even as a vaccination and case treatment is undertaken. And the previous slide, I actually went further into depth in my previous recording. So, biases in the study, the differences in the socioeconomic, demographic, and nutritional between children from Brazil and Ghana might explain the differences in results between the two groups. Cross-sectional studies are often exposed to non-responsiveness, especially where responders differ from non-responders. The study was done within a short time trial. Longer studies may yield different results. And that's with any study, actually. Diarrhea and acute lower respiratory infections exhibit seasonality and prevalence, hence the study should have factored in the trend. And then the sample size was limited to communities of one area and not randomly dispersed to capture all areas in the study sample description. And the studies were undertaken in 2 geographical areas, and thus the results lack universal possibility. Closing remarks. Some of my applicable findings. Yes, the findings of the research is applicable to the study population, and anything not considered, absolutely. The researchers should build plausibility in case their study and considered all aspects of cross-sectional studies. And then the ideal study design, I would still continue to use the cross-sectional study due to the concept being studied in the sample understudy. So, good job. I think the researchers did a stellar job on this topic. And this is a couple of my references. I know I mentioned them in the beginning just to kind of highlight some of the articles in journals that I chose to use. But this is the actual reference page. And thank you for watching the presentation. Any questions, any feedback would be greatly appreciated. I'm always open for room for improvement. I don't necessarily like the term strengths and weaknesses. However, I'm open to feedback on improvements, on areas of improvements, and things that I've done well. So any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.